Nyaho. How? Oh my god. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap, so I am big eepy. Nyaho everybody. Happy Monday. Do I sound like I'm dying? That's because I am. LOL. Let me check the volume of the music real quick. Hold on. I'm putting on Tiger Balm. Guess what? My back still fucking hurts. My back still hurts. Okay. Music good? Yay! That's good. Good to know. Hold on a sec. But I don't hear the music. Let me fix the monitor real quick. Hello? Okay. Now I hear it. Yay! Yeah, we've got some Pokemon, some lo-fi Pokemon music today. Because I want to do 2 Pokemon sticker designs. Hold on. I need to move over all my stuff. We're gonna do 2 Pokemon designs today. We have this one that I have on screen right now. It's Corbo from Pokemon Legends ZA. Don't worry, his glasses are here. I have them turned off because I'm probably gonna paint them over manually after I've put on flats. Hold on, what the heck? When did this change? This is zoom, and then this is brush size. There we go. Yippee! And then there's another one I want to do today. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I... Oop. Hold on. I did not transfer the other one. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. I also drew a Kieran Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLC sticker, and I want to color that one today as well. Also, don't worry, I will wake up. I will wake up at some point. I have my coffee, but we're gonna have a really chill stream today. We're gonna take it easy, you know. We're just gonna have a fun time. We're just gonna chill, and vibe. I don't know how much I'm gonna chat today, to be honest. Cause like I said, I'm like really tired. But I wanted to draw, and I thought it would be nice to, you know, just like chill. Oh, I forgot to put that live on Blue Sky. Hold on, let me do that real quick. La la la. Live. Yay. Okay. What's the other thing I was gonna do? Oh right, I was going to open up the Kieran file. Let's see. Open. Should be this one, I think. This is what I get for not naming my files, is that I'm often lost and confused. There we go. Found it. Okay. We're gonna delete these other groups though. What's this? Oh, that's what I drew last time on stream. We're gonna keep that. And we're gonna delete the rest of this stuff from this file. Delete I'm gonna delete this one too, and I'm gonna make a paper layer. Because if I don't make a paper layer, then my ice cream doesn't work. Okay. You look so good in profile. Oh my god, thank you. I struggled a little bit with this. I'm probably gonna redraw his hand, because I'm not, like, really happy with it. But our main goal for today is Corbeau. I'm also gonna redraw his hand. I don't know. I was wondering if maybe I should draw a little, what's it called, that Pokemon that he uses? Scolipede? I keep wanting to call it, like, the Scoliosis Pokemon instead. I was like, maybe I should draw it next to him. But I don't know. That's hard drawing Pokemon. I also want to draw like it would make sense to draw the Scolipede for him because that's like his main guy. But hold on. What else does Corbeau uses? I would rather draw like a baby Pokemon, you know? He also has an Arbok, he has a Gyarados, he's got a Roserade. Scolipede really is his main guy though. I could draw like the little version of Scolipede. I don't know, maybe I could draw Scolipede. He doesn't look that hard to draw. Like, I could, I was thinking I was going to, like, erase this, part. I was gonna draw his hand, like, normally. Like, instead of having the Pokeball here, I was going to put, Scolipede there. Like standing, you know, like here. I think it'd be fine for his silhouette, you know. This sticker is going to be for a stamp rally at Anime North. So it looks like this group, we decided to do a sticker sheet. So he's gonna be on a sticker sheet, and because of that I kind of want him to look nice on a sticker sheet. So I want his lines to look a little bit more, I don't know, clean. So we're going to fix up the lines a little bit so that they're cleaner. And I love this song. Okay. Like, they don't need to be perfect. I just want them to all look kind of solid. we're gonna do the flats on this guy first, and then I'll worry about drawing scoliopede. I think that's gonna be the best way to do it. But maybe I sketch him out a little bit just so I don't like he kind of looks like he got this snout, and then he's big and round. He's got this fat chunky hair, and then he's got a big leg, and then that's his butt, and then he's got this tail. Oops. Like this. And then he's got his horns. Oh, he's gonna take up so much space. I'm gonna make him smaller. I think I'm gonna make him smaller. But he's kind of huge. Okay, I will leave this silhouette of him here for now. Unless I put him behind Corbo, you know, and then I make him like larger. How big is Scoliopede? You know, like I put him behind there. That way we can have his horns. You know. And then he can kind of be looming behind him like that. That'd be cute. Okay, hold on. I gotta... My canvas is so poorly adjusted for him. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's fix this. I'll fix his arm. That's fine. Alright, let me pour my coffee. Yeah, I woke up really early today, and then I slept in a little bit because my back was still hurting. And then when I woke up, I had to eat, so I didn't get my coffee yet. And I was like, you know what? I'll just make my coffee for stream instead. So that's why we're here with my coffee now. Oh, should I show off? Hold on. Let me show off. I I actually, because I'm in 2 stamp rallies. And I, the other day, finished the design for the other stamp rally that I'm in. Ba-bam! It's gonna be rather small, I think. So it's gonna be zoomed out for maybe like this much. I just made it kind of huge. And I wanted to make the lines a little sketchier. So that's what I did. Yeah, I like how it turned out, to be honest. I'm really happy with it. I gotta submit it still. Hopefully it does well. I don't know. I'm really nervous about being in stamp rallies, but I'm kind of hoping it's gonna bring traffic to the table and stuff. So that's kind of my hope. Yeah. All right. I need the Corbeau's colors. Let me real quick. Let's just have this saved as. I think I already have reference of him. Hold on. Let's open it. Okay. There it is. Yep. Cool. Let's put this off to the side. And there we go. Right. He has this badge on his outfit thing. I think that's his mega thing, but I don't feel like drawing it, to be honest, so I'm not. I don't know. Did I do the outfit well? I feel like the flaps are a little bit weird. But they look fine, I think. And then I just need to paint the belt a little bit, probably, when I color this. Okay. Got a purple sleeve. Okay. Then his golden eyes. Purple shirt. White tie. I think what bothers me is that from this angle, should it be the inside of his jacket that's what's showing? Oh, I know how I can fix this. I know how I can fix this. I was stumped on this for days, to be honest. That's why I haven't finished drawing this sticker yet, because I was like, I don't understand jackets. Okay, let me get rid of the color first so I can see. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, and then... like this. And then this should be... There we go. Okay. There we go. I think that makes more sense, right? Let me fix this flip. Is the drippy part behind? The drippy part is part of the bottom of his jacket. So... actually gotta erase this. Because it goes with that. It, It looks like it does go behind him. But I think it's mine. I just don't like how... Hold on. This is like a little too straight. I feel like this should curve more. Okay, that looks way better. Yeah. Okay. Steve's not long enough. All right, that is looking way better. Okay. I just don't know about this one. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about Pokemon Fire Red. Not that this song has anything to do with that, I was thinking about Pokemon. But I'm trying so hard not to add new video games onto my plate, you know? I just miss Pokemon. I just miss it. I just miss playing Pokemon. I guess I do have Pokopia. Which I haven't touched since Tomodachi Life came out. To be honest, I kind of feel like restarting my Pokopia game. Like from scratch. So I can like, I don't know, make a better use of my time in it. Also because I kind of got overwhelmed with like how much there was to do in Pokopia. And then my brain exploded. My brain exploded, is what happened with Pokopia. Okay. But nothing really beats playing just, you know, like a regular classic Pokemon game. I wonder if it would be fun to figure out, like, how to emulate Pokemon Black and stream that. I wonder if that would be a hard thing to figure out. I missed that game incredibly. Yeah, I know Hard Gold and Soul Silver is pretty easy, but I'm kind of in my Delulu land about Nintendo, like, giving us an official release of Hard Gold, Soul Silver. So, I kind of don't want to play it soon, just in case Nintendo fulfills my ardent wish. Okay. We are going to we can fix this now because I think the lines are fine. made him a little bit cutieful. I think I made him a little too cutieful, but I think that is the consequence of my art style, is that I make characters cute. I hope people like him. I hope people will come talk to me about Corbeau so I can evangelize them on the theory about him being Kieran's dad. Kieran and Carmine's dad, you know? Okay, let's do this again. Oh man, so in my age of pain, I've kind of not been able to like be in the same position for too long of a period at a time, which is why my streams this week are probably going to be short, because I'm still trying to recover from my back pain, basically. I can pretty much like maybe 2 hours at a time, max 2-3 hours at a time, be in the same position before I kind of have to like move and like do something else. Oh god. So I've decided to get Umineko no Nakukoro ni, the visual novel, When Seagulls Cry. It is written and made by Ryukishi 7, you know, who's also known for Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. It's another visual novel, and I have been playing it a lot the last few days, and low-key, I'm kind of obsessed with it. I am kind of obsessed with it, which is hilarious because really nothing has happened at all. In terms of plot, like, really objectively not a lot has happened. But I think I just like the way Ryukishi writes. So like, I think just reading it is fun to me. Someone considered dead bodies something. Yeah, but the dead bodies happen like over 10 hours in, you know what I mean? Like you go through a lot of text before anything remotely happens. Like I would say the first like 10 hours of the game is almost entirely focused on like introducing the characters and them kind of like fucking around the mansion and having a lot of largely pointless conversations. But I don't think it's pointless. I think it's fun. But I definitely like you have to like reading. You have to like reading to get into Ryukishi's stuff. And I don't mean that lightly. You have to really like writing, because he does stay away from the thing that I dislike, which is I don't really like exposition all that much. And most of the text that you read is dialogue. A lot of the times you are learning things without it being exposited to you, which I love, and is probably how my focus is being kept a lot in the novel so far. But in terms of plot, like, you could really summarize the first like 15 hours in 18 people are on an island for like a family conference, and then they all kind of start dying one by one, while a main character tries to figure out whether or not this supernatural being is real or not. But it's one of those things that, like, on paper you're like, I don't understand what's so interesting about this, but in practice is actually like really interesting. Maybe I sound insane saying that, because I think it's really good, and a lot of people think it's really good. I mean, Echo is pretty popular, so I'm not the only one that has this opinion. But I do concede that if you don't like reading, it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, you know? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's do that for the hand. It's a little girly, but who cares? He's so cutie for it. Reading sort of is the point. Yeah, reading is the point, but it's one of those things. I think people by and large these days hate to read, and I kind of vented about this on Blue Sky yesterday, but people are obsessed with, like, quote unquote getting to the good part of any piece of media. This is not just like reading, but like, I think this applies to books, I think this applies to video games, I think this applies to series, you know, of any type. People are obsessed with getting to the good part, and in so doing, forget about the journey, which is what makes the good part good in the first place. You know, at least in my opinion, is it's what makes the good part good. So it's just kind of sad. I think that's like how by and large Gen Pop consumes media these days, very superficially, and without actually enjoying or respecting the piece of art that they're consuming. And I think that's really sad. I think it's really sad that that's how it is these days. And I don't know. Like, at the same time, I can't begrudge individual people for ending up this way. Because I think, like, there's a lot in how society has evolved that kind of caused this shift, and I don't like it, you know. And I think it's bad, but I can't blame people. Like, I can't blame people, I just feel sad for them, you know? I just feel very sad for them that we are no longer able to enjoy art. I think people should enjoy art again. And it's very, very sad that, like, we're kind of encouraged to not. something attention spans have rotted away. Yeah. Culture wants to move too quickly these days. And so we, like, want to move on from things, like, in a few days, sometimes in a few hours. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have like a conclusion or like anything super wise to say about this, because I don't think it's something that we have a solution to, aside maybe, like, you know, it's a problem with drop in literacy, drop in critical thinking, you know, if we could value art again, if we could value art and actually educating people again, maybe something would change. But I don't know. Society is in a dire place. Sorry to get emo. I've just been thinking about this a lot. Because it was FanFest this weekend. The fan festival for Final Fantasy 14. And you know, they announced the new X pack and the fact that the free trial now goes all the way up to Shadowbringers, which is one of the most amazing expansions known to mankind. But it did resurrect this kind of like discourse about how like long Final Fantasy 14 is and what a time commitment it is. And there are a lot of people who are kind of camp like, just skip all the bad parts, just skip all the story, skip this X pack, skip that X pack or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. I think that if you're gonna play a video game because you're interested in it, that you should want to experience it in full. And apparently that's controversial these days. But yeah, it's why I used to be really adamant about trying to convince all my friends to play Final Fantasy 14 with me, just because I think it's a really good game and I want more people to play it. But at the same time, I do acknowledge it is a huge time sink. It's a huge time investment to get through the story. And not everyone wants to make that commitment, even though I am always pretty adamant about people should take their time. Like, it took me personally like 2 years to catch up to Final Fantasy XIV story at the time that I played it back in 2018. Like, by the time I caught up, it was a few months before Shadowbringers had come out, which is another reason why that X-Pack is so important to me. But like, I took my time with it. I took like a long ass break from 14 before continuing it. And I think that's fine. Like, I think that if you start playing 14, you don't have to catch up right away. You know, you can take it one X-Pack at a time. And I think that's valid. I watched my Oshis like play through 14 over the years, and I love that, like, they're going through story at their own pace. It's one of those things where definitely, like, if you set aside like a few days to like play through a whole X-Pack, you can get through a whole X-Pack in a few days. But there's like a lot of ways to play the game, you know what I mean? Like like you can do like 5 days straight of like 12-hour days and finish the X-Pack. Or you could like play 2-3 hours a day, or 2-3 hours every few days for like a month or 3 months and get through an X-Pack that way too. Like, I think both are equally as valid ways to play 14. And the other thing is, I saw a friend make this point as well, that like, if you're gonna try and get a friend into Final Fantasy XIV, like, one way to help them stay engaged is by actually like doing that content with them, like the story content with them. I mean, obviously, if they want to do it with duty support, that's like fine. But I think, you know, like going through story with them, like following them around while they do story, or like helping them out with dungeons and stuff like that. Like, I think that's cute and it's fun, and it's something like in my friend group we do a lot, especially when we know that they're getting to, you know, like what is generally speaking like a big story point. We'll be like, oh, we'll hang out while you do that. You know, you can hang out, or you don't even need to necessarily hang out in the game either. You could just hang out in VC and be all like, you should stream yourself going through this part of the story. No reason in particular, but you should. I don't know. Anyway, the whole point of this rant is that I've gotten less peer pressury about trying to get people to play 14, because I think eventually sometimes the stars will align for a person, and if they eventually like play it, then good for me, I get to enjoy it. But I think I've like evangelized enough. I think I've evangelized enough about how good it is. So at this point, I'm just like waiting with bated breath for the stars to align. And people will get into things in their own time. Okay. Where's his eyes? This one. Okay, so we are going to... Okay, I don't need this anymore. I don't think. Or I can make it smaller. That's definitely the issue when it comes to getting anyone into a piece of media that requires like a huge time commitment or a huge time sink. I don't know. I like to think that personally I'm really good at getting into different pieces of media, but the problem is that like I need the stars to align. And sometimes it's just not the right time, you know, to get into something. I'm not muted. Okay, let's do his hair. I'm gonna do his glasses last, because I'm just gonna paint it over. Gosh, Corbeau is so moe. Also, wow, it's already been an hour and I'm nowhere near done. I will pay attention to the how my back feels. So do not fret. Do not fret about me. I will make sure to stop streaming when it is no longer good. But I'm still okay right now, so. Anyway. What was I talking about before all that? Oh, right, I was talking about Umineko. I'm like still in I'm like still in the first episode of it. And there's 8. Apparently I've already sunk like 20 hours into it, but that's because I like take breaks while I'm reading, or sometimes like I'm reading and the music is so good that I just kind of sit there and I vibe to the music for a minute, which happened yesterday. Like a plot thing happened and the music was so good, I was like, yo! And then I was just kind of bopping to it for a minute. Many minutes, actually. It was like half an hour. I was just like sitting there, having a blast. But despite the fact that like nothing has happened, really, I am enjoying myself so much. I think Ryukishi just writes in such an inherently like intriguing way. He really knows how to do intrigue. He really is a master at the mystery craft, I think. There's like a few things that I've been noticing in the text that feel very innocuous. Then I'm like, I think this means something. I've been trying to live post about it every time I have like thoughts and stuff, just because I have some mutuals who are like into it and figure might enjoy my live speculating about it. So I've been doing that. I'm really excited to see how the first episode ends, to be honest. and how like different elements of the story are gonna get introduced into it. Yeah, it's kind of my impressions of it so far, to put it lightly. Yay. Oops. Purple, so I don't lose. This is the hair. I'm like noticing that his hair is a lot more droopy than I line arted it, so I'm making it rounder. Because it's supposed to be droopy like poison, I suppose. There we go. That's better. He's so cutieful. He's so cutieful. fix this. Am I gonna make his eyes boba? No, they're gonna stay like this, the way that I have them drawn right now. Because I think his kind of pointy dragon ears are a little too integral to his look. So I'm gonna keep it that way. Like, I think he needs them to look recognizable. Oh, add lots of shinies? We'll see. Like I said, I think they need to look sharp for him to be recognizable, so it may not be that shiny. Then I kind of want to add the squishy lights in his hair. This squishy light. To it. Yay! Okay, let's draw. Something about his skin color bothers me. Can I make him a little bit more less yellow? There we go, I like that better. Ugh, okay. Five of these. Okay. Now for the most important part of his design. His glasses. Okay. Okay. Let's... Yeah, I feel like his glasses are such a integral part of his design. So he almost kind of doesn't look like himself without them, you know what I mean? I think 30 is probably okay for opacity. Um. I'm gonna erase this, make it cleaner. Yay! Alright, now we have to do... the coolest part of his design, in my opinion. Which is his, glasses thingy. I don't know what they're called. This thing. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I think what I'll do is put this away and match this. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix up eyeglass chains. Yes, that is what I was talking about. I think they're a huge moe point of his design, because he is a poison type trainer, you know? So I love that they're goopy. I think I might have to open my window. It is really hot out today. Hold on. 21 degrees? Oh my god, no wonder. Hold on. BRB. Girly Pop, it is mega hot today. It's like summer. Sheesh. I opened the window, though, so that'll probably help. I was like sweating. Oh, this is black actually. Darker. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Look at that. Yippee! I want to add a little bit of shading to his face. Just some light. Just to like give it a little bit of texture, you know. I also want to turn this a little bit like that, and then we're gonna fix there we go. These are gonna be 2 inches, so it's gonna be like this small. So I really don't think I should add that much shading. So I think this is probably fine, size-wise. It looks like him, right? I think his tie over here, like this part bothers me still. Hold on. There you go. I think that only looks different to me, but that's something. Alright, do we want to draw this guy? I feel like it would be a lot of work. I feel like it might be a little too much to add him, to be honest. His patterns really aren't that difficult, to be honest. But I don't know. It's just that my issue is that one of the other people drew, so she I don't know actually. They are drawing May for this stamp rally, and they drew a little Torchic. So that's making me feel like I should put a Pokemon. Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't even read well if I drew Scoliope. I don't know. I feel like it would make it too crowded. Like, I feel like he kind of looks fine by himself, you know? As far as I know, we're meant to just draw the trainers, so I kind of don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, I don't want to draw him. I'm not gonna draw him. I think that's too much. I think it's fine if we just draw Corpo. Let's fix up some things. I'm gonna put maybe a little bit of oh my god, sorry for the big sneeze. Just wanna add a little bit of a gradient. Oops, put that on the wrong layer. Okay, here. Maybe not black. Okay, like this, and on a multiply layer. How do we feel about this? It's cute, I think. I'm having a crisis. I'm having a crisis. I don't know. It's my first time like joining stamp rallies. Like I'm not used to seeing my art with like other people's art, I guess, and I'm like, I don't want it to be like look ugly in comparison. Ooh, I'm shy. I'm shy. I'm shy. I hope so. Okay. Okay. Let's save this as Corbo into my Anime North folder. Oopsie. Okay. Congrats on your hot dad, Karen. Honestly, I want to do things to his dad. I want to see things get done to his dad. You know what I mean? I wonder if I have the strength to also do Kieran today. I'm like really happy about how there's like a few parts I want to fix with this. Like I really like how the head turned out, but I want to fix this hand, and probably fix this sleeve as well. Well, my back doesn't hurt at the moment. I think the tiger balm kicked in actually only like about a half hour ago, to be honest, so I probably got some time. Okay, let me submit this first though. Actually, instead of grab some water and stuff, I could start. I did stand up a little bit earlier. It wasn't for long. Yeah, let me take a little break. I'm also need to decide if actually there's another thing I kind of want to draw. That might be fun to do the line art of, and Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I actually might do that instead of the Kieran sticker. Alright, give me a minute to, like, stand and stuff. I will be right back. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to do light art on this other thing. But I'm going to... Oh wait, these are going to be printed. I should probably... Hold on. Oh. Hold on. There's some things I want to fix. I just want my lines to look nice. So... let me fix it. Let me fix some stuff. Okay. Trying to see if there's any shapes that I don't like. But I think I'm good. This is a little... Hold on. I should put my name on here. Oops. Yay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's swap to the iPad. And I'll draw probably... Oops. Ah! I want to like do the line art on this piece. So let's see. Let's see. Window capture. Here we go. Ba-bam. Do you recognize him? He's one of the adopts. Figured since it hasn't sold yet that I wanted to draw him again. So I am. I should probably put up reference, because I don't really remember. Well, I'm not gonna color this today, so we're just gonna do the line art. We're just gonna do the line art. I wanted to... Okay. So it is going to be registration for regular tables at Otaku-san this weekend. And I wanted to they normally ask you for process videos in these artist applications, and I don't really have like a recent one on hand, so I was like, okay, I should draw something with a time lapse to use for the con application. So this is what this is. Gonna do the line art today, and then probably also color this on Procreate just so I don't have to deal with like mashing two videos together. Since Procreate just it like records automatically, unlike Clip where you have to turn it on. It's an AI prevention thing. They ask you basically for a process video to kind of prove that you draw your own art, essentially. Yeah, it's absolutely AI prevention. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then the leg. And the other leg. Got suspenders here. Like that. And then I drew these things here. Oh no, the music ended. Hold on. Oh, that means it's been 2 hours. LOL. Oh, it didn't? So it hates me. Hold on. It looped. The music looped. And when it loops, it turns off my monitor, apparently. So that's something. Okay, let's get this hair. Yay. Brother, I did that so fast. I do want some of the hair to go on top of the fingers, so maybe some of this. Like that. Yay! Okay. I think my body is nearing capacity, so I think we're good. This is probably something that I'm going to finish off stream, but I am drawing the rest of this week, so just so I can take it easy on my back. I'm only doing drawing streams this week. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I don't feel like I will. I feel like drawing. Ooh. So yeah. Anyway. Sorry for the short stream, y'all. I just wanted to draw and hang out for a little bit. Even though I've been feeling like a garbaggio. So yeah, I'm gonna head off, play Umineko. Yeah, I'm glad Corvo came out good. I'm gonna submit that after stream, so. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.